Yeah, hello friend. So in this video we will discuss about the LTIMINDTREE results. So as we know, LTI Infotech was different company and Mindtree was different company, but both belong to the same group. So now both are merged and they called as a LTI Mindtree. Okay, so we will review result of LTI Mindtree of quarter three of uh, 2023, and it was released like the result would be like the ending period of 31st December 2022. So for that company have released their result, so we will review that result and we'll see what is in the result, what is positive, what is negative, and how according to result we can plan our investment. Okay, so to see the financial result, you can browse the company website, and on investor page you can find the result, and so you can download the result and then you can read through the results. Okay, so here I have downloaded the results and I will show you some key highlights, key financial metrics from the results. So in a revenue in US standard dollars, in quarter 3 financial year 2022, uh, it was 918.4. Now it's 1046 US dollar in million. So on a quarter to quarter it's a 2.4% increase, and year on year basis it's a 14.0% increase in a dollar revenue, and in a constant currency it's 1.9%, and year on year it's a 16.3%. So now we will read about financials. Okay, so the revenue revenue for the quarter 3 of last year was 68,807 INR crore, and in this quarter it's 86,200 crore. So on a quarter to quarter basis, this is 4.8% increment, and on year basis, it's a 25.3% increment in revenue. And for gross margin, for it earlier it was 32.3%, now it's a 28.6%. So there is a decline in gross margin. The EBITDA margin earlier it was 20.7%. In last quarter it was 19.9, and here is it's a 16%. So there is a decline in EBITDA margin as well. And EBIT margin, earlier it was 18.5%. Last quarter it was 17.5%, and now it's a 13.9%. So there is a decline in EBIT margin as well. And now we will see the PAT in the sense profit after tax. So in quarter 3 of last year, like it was 10,501 crore dollar or crore rupees, and now in a previous quarter it was 11,890, and now this quarter is a 10,007. So we can see uh, on quarter as well, on year basis there is a decline in profit. Okay, so this is negative things that we need to consider, that company earn less profit than previous quarter as well as the last quarter of same what say the in the previous year the same quarter. And PAT margin, it earlier it was 15.3, now it's declined to 11.6%, uh, like uh, which is concerning. So PAT margin is very down. And then EPS, earlier it was 35.5, in last quarter it was 14.2, now it's 33.8. So in EPS as well there is a decline we can see. Okay, so and ROE, earlier it was 31 31%, and now it's 30.03%. So here is a decline in ROE as well. Now we see the cash flow, like cash flow in INR million. So In a quarter three of financial year 22, the free cash flow was 7,127, and now it's a 3,560, and in last quarter it was 4,289. So we can see there is a decline in free cash flow as well. Like company is not able to maintain the cash level as it was in a previous quarter. And if we see cash and investment, then it's fine. Like earlier it was 70,845, and now it's 80,000 uh 865. So this is fine if we combine both cash and investment both. Okay, so now we will see about the key revenue metrics, like how the company revenue divided in the industry wise. So the BFSI, the banking, financial service, insurance industry companies, like uh, in a like financial year 22 quarter 3 it was 35%, then 36 for last quarter, and now this quarter it's a 37%. So we can see uh, like in BFI sector companies increasing its revenue. So on quarter to quarter it's a 5.7%, and on year it's a 20 2% increment. And in a high tech media entertainment, earlier is what 24.7%, now it's at 23.6%. So like the share is decline in this this industry. Manufacturing and resource 18.3, now it's 17.5. Retail, CPG, travel, transportation, hospitality, it was 15.6, now it's a 15.2, so it's quite stable. Health, life science, and public services, earlier it was 6.5%, now it's 6.3%. So like we can see like in BFSI sector company have increased its a percentage. And revenue by geography. So like we can see the in the North America, in quarter 3 financial year 2022 it was 68.9%, now it's a 72.3%. So like we can see there is a increase in share of North America. And Europe, earlier it was 16.9%, 9 is now it's a 14.9% only. So we can see a decline in Europe revenue, and rest of world is 14.2%, now it's a 12.8%. So from less rest of world as well, uh, there is a decline. There is a decline. So there is a increment in North America region, and for Europe and rest of the world we can see the decline. So revenue by currency, like in USD, it's a 77% for this quarter, which is larger than last two quarter, larger than the quarter 3 of financial year 22, and the quarter 2 of financial year 23. It's like it's a quite it's a kind of same. And in euro it's a 7%. So in euro we can see the decline. In INR, earlier it was 6.6%, now it's a 5.5. So there is a decline in INR as well, and there is a in GBP as well, and other as well. So the increment in USD and rest decline. So now we will see the key client metrics, like how much client company have and what is their size. So number of active clients in quarter 3 of financial year 22 it was 650, now it's a 723. So we can see there is a increase in active client. New client added in quarter 3 financial year 22, company have added 34 new client. In this quarter company have added 28 client. So it's less to previous year, but from previous quarter it's better. And according to revenue contribution, so client segmentation, like earlier it was 316, $1 million plus client, now it's a 374, $5 million plus client. In quarter 3 financial year 22 it was 120, now it's 144. $10 million plus client 76 to 81, $20 million plus 31 to 37, and $50 million plus 9 to 11, and $100 million plus 2 to So $100 million customer is stable, like from last few quarter there was two, so seems like no new addition. And for $50 million plus as well, in last quarter there was 11 customer, now it's 11. For $20 million plus in last quarter it was 38, now it's a 37. So seems like one customer uh, they lose in this quarter. And revenue contribution according to client, like top five uh, client contribute 25.5% in financial year 22 of quarter 3. Now they are increasing 26.3%, and top 10 client give a 33.8%, top 20 client 45.3%. So like uh, this is the way how the revenues diversify between the client. And this is the effort and utilization. So the on site is like 15.6%, now it's a 14.9%. And offshore earlier it was 84.4%, now it's 85.1%. So seems like company is increasing their offshore headcount and decreasing on-site headcount to save the expenditure and other things. And the key employee metrics, like total employee in quarter 3 are 74,173. In last quarter it was 87,936, and now it's 86,462. So we can see it's quite stable until on. And they, out of them, like software professional are was 82,681 in last quarter, now 82,197. And in sales and support, in last quarter it was 4255, now it's a 4265. And a woman percentage of employee, earlier it was 31.6%, now it's a 31.5%. And the attrition, which is main concern of IT company. So in this quarter we can see attrition like in quarter 3 financial year 22 it was 22.1%. In last quarter it was 24.1%, now it's come down at 22.3%. So we can see attrition is also coming down. And the employee headcount seems stable, like there is a decrease of 100 200. That is that we can consider that it's just, there is no much change in employee headcount. So this is the income statement. So the revenue in INR million. Okay, so in quarter 3 revenue was 68.80, 68,807. Now it's 86 to 200. So on year it's a 25.3% increment, and quarter on quarter 4.8%. And the like EBITDA, if we see the EBITDA, like it was 14,263, now it's a 13,748. So there is a decline in EBITDA, like on quarter and quarter as well, on year, both sides. So this is like company have like narrow down its profit in this quarter. So if we see the PAT, we can see like PAT is like profit after tax. So this is the actual profit we can say company have earned. So in the last quarter, in last quarter it was 11,890, and in quarter 3 of financial year 22 it was 10,501, and this time it's 10,007. So if we see year on year there is a decline in PAT, as well as if we see quarter on quarter there is a big decline. So it seems like the profit is not good this time. And the profit margin, the margin also decreased, which is one of concern this time. So PAT, which was earlier it was 15.3, now it's 11.6 only. So PAT is, this is also key metrics. So this is the detailed balance sheet as we go through. Okay, so in if like in balance sheet we will see like total asset of the company, like total non-current asset is 56,438 was in last quarter of 2022, and now it's a 64,255. And the total current asset is like 149,386, and now it's 163,378. So in asset based we can see company have a increase its asset. In financial year 22 it was 2 205,824, now it's a 227,633. So there is increment in asset. And now see the liability. So we will go through the like main key points. So total current liability, earlier it was 50,923, now this time it's a 53,000 is 64. So if we add the equity part as well, so like it's a 227,633. And the cash flow, like so how much cash uh, company is having right now. So if we see like uh, cash for this period, like cash and cash equivalent at the end of the period, so it was 8296 for last quarter, now it's 90,000 927 927. So this is the cash flow of the company. So like so overall we can see like the result is we can see it's not very good result in this quarter. Company have not maintained its profit, their margin is also down. And like we can see the headcount is quite stable, there is no much in client metrics as well. We can see it's quite stable, we cannot see very like new client addition, everything these things. So we can say like this was not a very good result. So uh, hope uh, in next quarter we will see some improvement. So thanks for your time. That's all. Thank you.